Hello and welcome back to the Rambling Hour where...
I don't remember how to play this game.
What are we playing, honey?
Bloodstained. The wannabe Castlevania. That's actually very Castlevania.
Because it was made by one of the guys who made Symphony of the Night great and all the Castlevanias that followed it.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, I want this great person who I used to collaborate with for this. And that one, I believe the music is written by the same person who...
It is entirely plausible. But I need to go somewhere in here. I just don't know where.
have you tried the places that are grayed out?
Well, I definitely have been all over here now.
Okay.
Okay, I also have special jumpy now.
Wouldn't it have been better to start a new game instead of loading an age-old save that you haven't touched in over a year?
Well, that wouldn't have been funny now, would it?
I suppose. Very apt that we're playing a Metroidvania ripoff, because the Metroidvania of all Metroidvanias has been announced this week to be finally coming out.
Oh, really?
Yes, Metroid Dread has been revealed. The long-awaited sequel to the mainline Metroid series, which has been apparently been teased twice already. Back when Metroid games were still coming out, there was a teaser for it.
Check this out! I remember this.
Okay, fancy scrolling background. Yeah, okay.
Well, I wouldn't call it very scrolly, but whatever.
Well, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, apparently back in Metroid Prime 3 in... was it 2007? That might have even been before 2007. It was like late GameCube, early Wii era. That one had a little Easter egg that was like, oh yeah, Metroid Project Dread is nearing completion. So people were like,
nearing completion.
Yes, and there were also a couple of trademark registrations, and I believe there was even, at one point, some behind-the-scenes footage where they were talking about, yeah, we have this different project and we have a few IDs for it that we want to work on. And it has been confirmed now by Sakamoto, who is the series director, that yeah, we had IDs for this, we didn't have the technology to do this back then, so we put it in the fridge until now. It kind of makes me wonder what exactly the technical limitations were that stopped it from being made, because, I mean, as cool as Metroid is, it is still just a 2D platformer game, so...
Maybe they wanted to get real fancy with it.
I suppose, but watching the trailer, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a title that's going to be polished to a mirror sheen that we're used from Nintendo. More of their B-title polish kind of thing, you know? Which is kind of a shame, but also kind of fair, because Metroid has apparently historically sold pretty badly, especially in Japan.
And they care about Japan more than they care about here.
Oh yeah, I mean, Japanese publishers in general are primarily concerned with the home markets.
Don't ask questions, I'm just doing things.
So, yeah, but Metroid Dread has been announced. I am actually pretty excited for it. It's gonna release this year, which is even more exciting.
It's all very excellent for you.
Aw, you are exhausted, aren't you?
Yes. But, can I?
New place?
Is this where I had to be? I don't know.
Well, according to the map, you've seen it before.
Yeah. We'll see where I end up. Ooh, loading spot, or whatever the fuck we call it.
Yeah, the old rooms that they added for loading, that they're now just being like, yeah, it's virtual. Definitely one of the, we're gonna make it as accurate as possible to the original game's moves, that I'm kind of like, why would you bother?
Months ago, me was right in selecting this weapon.
Yeah? Listen to you button mashing. Oh wow.
It's my kind of weapon.
But yeah, it's been an exciting day, because we got our first shot today.
Shot? Like we're drinking alcohol.
I was making that exact joke when I told my friends that, hey, yeah, we got our appointment for our first shot. I shared LMFAO's Shots song. which, you know...
That's LMFAO? I thought
Yeah.
that was at least involving somebody who likes to go, what?!
Yeah, it's involved, it's, with, what's his name?
Also, yes, I know I don't look like how the character is supposed to look.
He also did turn down for what's his name?
He's Mr. Crunk!
Yes, I know, but... Come on, what... God damn it, why am I so terrible at remembering rap artists? Because it's not my genre, that's why.
Yeah, that's why.
I want to say Dr. Something, but... no.
That's Dr. Dre and...
Isn't there another doctor guy?
No? Uh-oh.
Then it might be a Lil.
I think it's Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne, that's it. That's it.
Okay, it seems to be dead.
Yeah.
Well, this is new.
Okay. So many bats. So yeah, we got our first COVID vaccine.
Yes.
Now we have to wait a month for the second. We've tested, we haven't become magnetic yet, and we also haven't started...
Why would we test whether or not we can become magnetic? That's stupid.
Because people have apparently been spreading that misinformation as well now.
Oh, okay.
That they go like, look, I got my injection here, I can now glue without using glue, I can stick a...
there's a way better explanation for that.
Yeah, I know, but... Tell that to the people who actively believe this kind of bull crap.
My explanation would be, oh, it's friction from cleaning it up.
It's not friction, actually.
What is it then?
It's natural grease layer that skin produces.
Oh, it's just sticking to the top.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's not how it's called in English. Oh.
Mm.
HP max up. Thank you.
Yeah, because talc is talc powder, which specifically reduces both sticking and friction. So no, it's not that.
I don't remember what it's called. All I know is that
it's the stuff that when you're a teenager also gets stuck in under your skin, causing those nasty warts and such. They're not warts, but you know what I mean. Acne.
Make it end, because I suck at this. Okay, that's good enough. Die.
No, so there's that. So we've tested, we haven't become magnetic, and we have also not started broadcasting 5G.
We didn't even test it, it doesn't matter.
We also haven't started broadcasting 5G signal yet, which I'm honestly very bummed about. I thought, hey, free 5G, why wouldn't I want that?
Yeah, that's kind of the problem with half of the anti-vaccine arguments, like, why would you?
Oh well. Never expect logic from anti-vaxxers, I suppose.
Don't
At least
expect
not a
logic from
consistent
human
one.
beings, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can handle butter. I
Well.
have my questions.
Now is a good time to test.
Well, I'm not dying.
Ooh, I know what will happen if you stay down too long, honey. You will hear an irritating little song.
I already have enough nightmares from that one.
Yes. That's why I tease you about it. It's a horse that swims. They do like throwing their bats everywhere, huh? in
Yeah,
this
there's
game?
just a metric ton of bats. But then again, I've already beaten a few bosses. Oh, this seems useful.
Is that a teleporter? Yeah, that's a teleporter room.
Let's
okay.
go save.
Oh,
That's a bum!
that's a bum, but wow, they gave her long shorts even under her dress. Ooh, evil looking village.
We've been here already.
Oh,
Where do you think I went?
yeah, okay. So no,
Hello,
the only thing we're feeling now is that our like shoulder muscles are sore.
Hold on, time for stretching. Yeah.
Don't hurt yourself.
Well, it feels better for a second
For me,
after
it
that.
doesn't. For me, it really doesn't. I really have limited range of motion on my shoulder now. But that's to be expected. With me, the needle actually hit bone.
Well, that's what you said according to your...
Yeah, the
You didn't even notice.
No, I didn't notice a thing. I felt like slight pressure of them, you know, pushing the needle in, but it's like, yeah, I don't even feel it like breaking open skin or anything. It doesn't hurt. Didn't hurt at all. And it's like, you feel that? No. Oh, okay, because I'm hitting your bone accidentally. Sorry for that. I always wonder if that hurts when I do that. Not in this case.
Maybe for some people it does. It depends on whether or not you hit a nerve, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I don't know if the water place is the
way to go.
I was concerned for a second.
Yeah, did that hurt you or did that upgrade you?
Upgrade. Well, it gave me an item.
Okay.
It happens to be the one that I've been using the whole time.
Oh.
You know, when I make a bunch of bats show up.
Oh, so it's sort of like the soul system from later Castlevania games?
Yeah.
Where every monster has a soul and absorbing the soul gives you a different ability. I've always felt that system is very hit or miss. Like, it can do some really cool stuff, but man, it can add a lot of bloat to your game.
Well, this one is bloated as fuck.
Yeah, and that's kind of what people seem to like in a lot of the later Castlevanias, but I personally am like...
Yeah, I don't think I can go anywhere here yet.
Yeah.
Not unless I can dive with something. Nope.
Is there a soul that lets you dive?
Oh, maybe this is it.
Ah.
When you figure it out.
So you have to just like jet. Okay, I will say though, her like idle pose looks really weird underwater.
I think I'm gonna need like some extra stuff to actually make this. Ah! Excuse me.
You're gonna need to be able to become smaller. This, it seems.
Yeah, and I need to actually be able to walk around to make sense of this place, I think.
I mean, this is going okay. But this room just seems to loop on itself and lead into that smaller room that we can't continue down yet, so... But what about this one?
Maybe this is the way.
That's a bit disappointing.
This kind of sucks! Yeah, and since I can't stay down...
You can't open the chests yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is plausible that I need to be down here somewhere? I have a fake feeling I've been all the way down here and escaped, even though I had the water jet.
Do you have something like iron boots or something? Look at all this bloat. You can actually switch between them with left and right buttons.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna do it.
Okay.
Unless it's... Shards, yes. Aqua stream. P is not consumed underwater. Bloodbringer is the thingy.
Sword.
I have a double jump and a shortcut available. Okay, let's just leave. This does not seem to be the way forward. But it was a new place.
So yeah, I think now, after this week, the exciting weeks will be over for a bit for us though.
Yeah.
Last week it was our big announcement of like, hey yeah, we bought a home. Well, almost bought a home. And this week is like, we got vaccinated, and I don't think there's anything like that next week.
Not to my knowledge. Yeah, thanks. Piece of shit. I'll just move up again. Yes, I always make a mess in this game. I wonder why. Because I just suck at this stuff. And I get bored, and then I forget everything, and then I'm lost. And then you have to start over again, and then you never finish it.
Yeah, that's kind of why I don't really like my Metroidvanias getting too bloated.
Well, this one is extra bloated. Don't play it then.
I will probably eventually play it. Even if it's just like, yeah, you know, I do still really like Symphony of the Night, so...
Oh, fine.
No, I think you even kind of backed this game for me on Kickstarter because I didn't have a credit card.
Yeah, that's plausible, and then I gave you the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's a different one. That's one where they were explicitly doing the soundtrack of Symphony of the Night.
Oh,
what
yeah.
I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
We're mixing shit up. We've backed too much shit.
I honestly find it kind of annoying to stay on top of Kickstarter-backed stuff.
Yeah, I can say that again.
I honestly, I don't know at this point because that Symphony of the Night reorchestrated soundtrack was gonna come in 2 parts. I actually still have no clue whether part 2 has come out or not.
It probably has at this point. I just didn't pay attention.
Yeah, me neither. I don't remember where we have part 1 stored either.
On your Bandcamp.
I have a Bandcamp?
Yes, that's what you did to it. I was like, hey, look what I got. And you activated it before I could.
I should not have done that.
And I actively use Bandcamp.
Yeah,
Dumb shit.
You know, that's kind of a thing I wish a lot more of these online services would do. Allowing you to merge your accounts. And like, be like, hey, yes, we're like a married couple, so even if it costs us like more to use Bandcamp, then just be like, just let us share this account, you know?
It's not like it actually costs you to use Bandcamp, to be honest.
Okay. But yeah, more in general. Because, like, the Steam library sharing is a step in the right direction, but I honestly still find it horribly overcomplicated for what it needs to do. It's like, oh yeah, but like you can play your friends' games, but not if they are playing one of their own games.
I think that's a new one.
So Steam specifically went out of their way to make sure that when your friend starts playing one of their own games, even if it's not the same game you're currently playing, you're getting booted out of the game you're playing that's from their library.
And every now and then we need to reset up the whole family sharing thing, and we do not understand why.
Yeah.
It's just so fucking random. Like, I'm now gonna finish up with Dofram Antique at some point, and then it's gonna be like, well, not using this anymore, and then at some point it's just gonna break again for no reason.
Until there's another game that's in my library you want to play. What's the point of this, like, elevator system if you can just walk, though? Like...
Well, it made dodging easier.
Hey, that's Hollow Knight!
No.
That's no, Hollow Knight, Shovel Knight!
You're mixing up your knights.
Yes. Oh yeah, EX Shovel Armor. There you go. Right, I remember now. There was indeed the whole thing of like, hey, yeah, Shovel Knight's gonna be in this game. It's a backer reward thingy.
Yeah. I don't know why exactly, but
yeah,
it's fine.
But yeah, if you have an online service, please don't think of just individuals. Think of like married couples and such.
Married couples do not exist on the internet. It's all dudes.
I suppose, yeah. That's just what you get when you...
No, I'm not saying that gay marriage is not okay. I'm just saying there is this weird attitude on the internet that couples just don't seem to exist.
Well, there's a weird attitude where women just don't seem to exist except when they're porn stars.
Yeah.
So when you breed that as an environment, then are you surprised that they're not keeping in mind that there's such a thing as a married couple?
I want that, even though it's probably useless.
He's gonna dig your grave.
Well, no, he's just throwing dirt in my face.
I kind of, also find it funny that Japanese fantasy games keep being obsessed with being like, oh yeah, let's like put all the demons of the Ars Goetia in our game. Because
I just like that shit.
That wheel lion head thingy, that's one of the demons from the Ars Goetia. I think that's...
I wonder how many Ars Goetia things are in Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah.
From day one.
Like, that's Boer, I believe he's called.
I don't know all the Shin Megami Tensei demons by heart. I definitely don't know them throughout the series.
I actually don't know if it's Goetia, Gutia, or Goetia.
Does it matter?
Well, someone in the comments might roar, "It's this!" And then they write it out and it's like, yeah, I know how it's written, but I don't know how you pronounce that. I can't read phonetic writing.
Yeah, I've seen phonetic writing a bunch. Now that would have been something that they could have wasted my time with in Dutch classes. Just teach me how to fucking read phonetically.
Here's the problem. My English courses actually spent like 1 or 2 classes on it. And it was kind of obnoxious, but everybody's like, yeah, but we don't learn English that way. We learn English by hearing that in movies.
Yep.
Which, yeah, true, but you're not going to see Ars Goetia happen in every movie that's coming out anytime soon, you know? Or some weird new trend must be happening, and I'd be here for that.
I'd also be here for that.
Come on, show us what kind of weird shit you do with this. Just don't just slap it everywhere without further context like, this game does. I don't know, I kind of don't like borrowing mythologies without any context for the sake of it, and JRPGs are very big on that.
Would you call this a JRPG?
Well, this is not a JRPG, but this is a Japanese game still. And honestly, especially with Symphony of the Night as like the blueprint for this game, that game was specifically made to be like, yeah, but we want to have JRPG elements in it. It's the X with RPG.
Wasn't it made with the idea of like, oh no, I'm sad that the first 3-4 Castlevanias are now all in the bargain bin and nobody cares anymore. Let's make it replayable.
Not even 3 or 4, honey. 7 to 10, depending on what you're counting, I believe.
No, but the precursors.
Yeah, but there were a lot more of the linear Castlevanias than just the first 3 on the NES, honey.
Yeah, I don't remember which ones he saw exactly.
Yeah, no, he never specified, but he saw a lot. The idea is that I actually forgot what the guy's name was. Something with
Iragashi or something.
Yeah, that's probably it. It was with a lot of I's and an A. So Iragashi, something like that. Yeah. This sounds horribly disrespectful. Maybe we should Google it.
Get a phone.
Oh yeah, because like the shorthand for his name is Iga.
Yeah.
Igarashi is probably it. How do I think of it? Anyway, the story goes indeed that he saw at some sort of computer game store, he saw a bunch of old Castlevania games in the discount bin, and he was like, oh, why is this relegated to a discount bin now? Why is this such a cheap thrill kind of game? I'm gonna make something different. And that's how we got Symphony of the Night, basically. Yeah, Koji Igarashi. That's him.
See, and I
can respect that, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I sometimes do think, even though, Symphony of the Night is pretty good in all respects, I sometimes do wonder whether it was the right approach. And I certainly do hope that for Metroid Prime they don't look... Metroid Dread, sorry. They don't look at the Igavania approach, as people sometimes call it now. But then again, I kind of...
What has that man done to you?
He's done nothing to me. He's made a good game. A series of good games, even. But sometimes I just don't think that...
Okay, let's find out why I didn't want to be here.
Sometimes I just don't think that the bloat approach that he's taken to Castlevania was the right idea. That doesn't look very traversable.
I agree with that sentiment.
So yeah, that's why I'm a little mixed about his games, you know?
Because he had too much influence.
Well, yes and no.
Uh-oh.
Because I honestly feel that...
Uh-oh. I don't like that. I don't like that.
I honestly feel that outside of like just the mainline Metroid Castlevania games, Igarashi's approach has been kind of limited in influence. Like there's a couple of games that did similar stuff on the indie spectrum, but not that many. Like it's not like this became the single way of making Castlevania-like games.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Does poison just last until you're dead, or you cured it, or
I don't know. Let's try it out. What's the worst that could happen?
you die?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm about to die. I think we've just confirmed why I didn't want to be here.
Yeah. 1 hit point left. Hey, the poison stopped!
Let's continue!
Oh wait, is this a Pokemon influence? Pokemon nowadays also stops at 1 hit point with killing you for poison. So you can actually traverse that.
Yeah. This is not okay.
Very valid approach, to be honest. It's what you do in a lot of games. Just run. Just run. How did that not hit you? Or was that your stuff, the holy race kind of thing?
No, it was theirs. Or hers, or whatever. Oh god, that's why I hate them. I'm getting back memories of...
That was a big thing. Wait.
I'm sorry.
They just put a massive dog head on a chain?
Yes!
Okay! Points for creativity. Unless this is another Asgoetia creature, which it definitely could be. In which case, no, 0 points. Bad.
I'm not going nowhere. I should be dead. I should be so fucking dead.
But you're not, so...
Oh, actually, maybe I have a skill or something.
A life drain thingy? Oh, healing.
No.
I guess it just...
No.
Is it a passive?
No. Oh, there it is. Oh wow, that's shit!
Oh, wow.
That's just shit.
That is pretty bad.
Hello, sir.
Dum, 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 dum.
Anyways, I remembered why I didn't came here. It's too hard. And that's why the corner looks the way it does. Like I've been there and ran away.
Considering you just danced around there for a solid 5 minutes with only 1 hit point.
Yeah, but that's just me trying my best to dodge everything. That's not actually successfully doing anything there. which is what we were trying to do. So I guess the answer is maybe up top somewhere.
Maybe. There's a couple of
gaps.
unentered rooms there.
Gaps, things I haven't been to. I think I just came here because I got the water thing, but it doesn't seem to be the answer to my problems. I need to use a different weapon.
Does it not deal enough damage?
No, that's not really the problem. There's multiple ways to attack with. Okay, so this is 25. It's just everything has a different direction and shape.
27. And has a lot more of a wide arc, it seems. Ooh, it even can make little hurricanes, that's cool.
And it might be better for the frogs and such.
Yeah. Has a bit of a wind-up, but other than that...
Seems fine. Yeah, so that's the more interesting thing in this game, at least compared to Symphony of the Night. The weapons have a point.
Yeah. In Symphony, it really is a matter of which has the biggest number. Except, like, a very few gimmicky weapons that are overtuned to the max because they do, like, oh yeah, one strike counts for 5. Which you can use to just completely cheese anything with.
But there is a downside again to the weapons. Every weapon has a different input for its special attack.
I remember in Symphony of the Night there was this weapon indeed that's like, oh yeah, every time you hit a button it does, I think 5 or 7 strikes or something like that. And it already had a pretty decent damage value on base. So there's like this one secret optional boss in the game that has like 1 million hit points and
that's the one you use it for, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I've been there and I used like the shield option or something.
Yeah,
and the shield was also like, I don't give a shit, so just stand there.
There's a couple of ways to go about that guy, but yeah. Usually it's use one of these few specific items and hey, look, you've invalidated him entirely. And 99% of the game with that.
Yeah, I stopped using it after that boss.
Yeah.
I was like, never mind, it's funny for once, and I can't be arsed to actually kill the giant boss thing. Ah!
Started swinging.
It was dropping me in the equivalent of Medusa heads. Off to the castle. Also, I think this is kind of faster. Just run backwards.
Oh no, it's also the thing that speedrunners did in Symphony of the Night. The backdash is slightly faster. So everybody, back.
It's very funny to me, to be honest. Yeah.
Speedrunners, they will do the most ridiculous runs if it means that they go just slightly faster. Metroid. Use the run button while also constantly swapping between aim up and aim down.
Yeah. Wait, Metroid has a run button?
Yeah, Metroid has a... well, at least Super Metroid has a run button.
Ah, okay.
It's one of those things that the game doesn't really tell you, and it's necessary to know to advance. Like, relatively early on already. So that's like, oh wait, how does this go? Oh right, the run button. You killed the pig!
Yeah, this is a relatively early game area, so as you can tell, I'll smash everything. Or most of it dies in one hit. A warhorse key is required. I don't know where this warhorse is.
Is that the warhorse?
No, that's a traveling system.
Oh.
Like, I think you can get up and ask him to bring you to the other side or something. Or he just does it.
She has a cute sit animation.
Yes, she's a very cute lady. We are here! Yes, I know. Also, the bookshelves are the ones that tell you about the special things. The special moves, I mean. This place is kind of like the equivalent of the clock tower, from what I remember. Wow, memories are coming back. I'll eventually find my way forward.
Are you gonna keep playing this game for a bit, or...?
Maybe.
Because you have indeed been playing a lot of Dorfromantik this week. I haven't even touched it since. I've just been playing Guild Wars 1 again.
Because I've basically stolen the game from you.
Kinda. I don't mind.
Because of Steam's stupid system.
Yeah. But that's indeed kind of why one of the things that I don't like is like, come on, we're a household. It's perfectly normal for us that one of us buys a game, but the other one will want to play it as well. And to lock my entire library off because I don't want you to get kicked out of a game that happens to be bought by me, even though it was something we would both enjoy. Come on, it's bullshit.
Hey, you played Morrowind on my account for a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you couldn't use your games on your library because...
And then I had to invent something else to play. It's like, okay, let's leave it to the husband for a bit.
You know, we should check. If you are playing one of my games, can I play one of your games?
No.
No?
I don't know.
We should check that.
We should try that. Oh. Hi, brother! I think he's brother.
Is he gonna throw a wine glass filled with blood? Because he looks like he will.
You presume wrongly. I'm here to keep my promise to you.
It's kind of funny that they did like very animated lip flaps for him, and she's like, oh,
Flop, flop.
And then long pauses in between.
Please. You think I wield this power unwillingly?
Yes.
Okay, he flaps his cape. That's a good start.
There was a moment when I saw a flicker of the
Now throw a glass.
all that hate.
I mean, Iga himself did it during the Kickstarter video. He knows how iconic a moment it is. He's gonna riff on it.
I am so dead.
That looked kind of stiff, actually, that jump animation.
I am fucking up.
But no glass throw. Boo. Oh!
I have a bad feeling about this. Ow! I've been thrown around like an idiot.
Is it always a crit? Looks like it, actually.
Come here, bro.
Man, that's a lot of fire blasts.
Ah! Yeah, okay, he's in the center again. That's gonna make my life easier.
Yeah,
Am I being cheap?
maybe, but that's fine. Honestly, these kind of bosses in these games have always lent themselves to cheap tactics, in my opinion. Like, they have to actively consider making anti-cheese patterns.
Oh no, I'm so dead.
Not yet.
Wait. Do I have food?
You do. Come on. Do the
Chocolate cake.
typical thing.
Some sponge cake. There we go.
You've been saving up all that food anyway. Might as well use it.
How did you guess?
Because I'm a hoarder. I've played games like this as well and then ended up with like 500 healing potions that I never used. Now, don't get sloppy because you have healing.
level up! Yeah.
You did the right thing.
What are you looking at that you're not hitting A and hammering through this conversation? Oh, looking at the effect on the moon?
Yeah.
It is kind of fancy.
It is a fancy effect. Oh, please don't tell me I just finished the game or something. That would be funny. I don't know where to go!
Oh, this is gonna be a bad ending, isn't it?
Oh, of course.
There's gonna be an inverted castle or something.
Castle is still there.
Yeah.
Yes, but Dominique and the church can take it from here.
Sure they can.
Let's do it. It's out.
Perhaps. But
I think you should start a new game and then look what the real ending is. Oh, just a full-on game over even. They tell you that, no, this isn't the way you're supposed to do it.
I have a feeling I have beaten them once already. Problem is the game doesn't tell you you've been there.
Yeah.
Anyways, game start, load this shit, yes.
No, they used to, like, the original game is all like, oh yeah, you beat it, yeah, so good for you. Oh no, this was everything there is, sweetie, don't worry about it. In fact, there's actually a whole inverted castle. But you have to do this specific thing to see it.
I have not found the specific thing to see whatever the fuck. Yet.
That or you have and you simply have forgotten the hint.
Excellent! Alright, let's go back to the
Whip.
whip. Or we can do some other ones. What's cram? I don't know what cram is. Oh, that seems like it.
Meaty sword.
I think I prefer the whip. I also remember I like the boots for some reason. Apparently I like the torn whip too. Let's stick with flame whip and let's keep this moving. Whee!
Is there a big ass berserk reference sword?
Maybe, I don't know.
There ought to be one, come on. No self-respecting Japanese fantasy media thing will go without a big ass berserk sword.
Is that what the point was of that gigantic sword in which Final Fantasy was it?
Oh, the Buster Sword from Cloud in Final Fantasy VII.
Yes.
Probably. Not gonna say definitely, but probably.
La, 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 la.
And
So yeah, we're looking for a secret to change the way that fight works.
And honestly, if it isn't directly meant to be a Berserk reference, then it is inspired by something that was a Berserk reference.
Oh, maybe that's the point of these things. In the inverted castle it might be harder to get down.
If there is an inverted castle, yeah.
If. Yeah, I don't know if there is one. People who have played this game. We know what you're supposed to do now.
That, or they're like, sorry to disappoint you, there's no inverted castle.
Well, they're definitely we know what you're supposed to do now.
Want me to Google it?
No.
Okay.
Because you're supposed to then figure out what the last actual boss was I did, probably.
Well, his name was what? Gamel? Something like that.
Yeah, but he's not the last thing I did.
Oh.
In that sense.
Okay, yeah.
That's the problem. I don't like the arrow men.
Yeah, but they do have funny hats.
Yeah, the funny hats make it okay. Yeah, I needed a warhorse key for that. I have not found a warhorse. Let's just cross with this thing and take the teleporter to somewhere on the edges of my exploration. Whee!
But yeah, I do feel some of the animations do look really stiff.
Yeah, it's a mixed bag, but there's also some very inspired animations in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've been all the way over there, but that doesn't seem to go anywhere. That seems mostly a dead end.
That was the clock tower thingy you said.
Yeah, it's also a weird place to be.
Okay.
From what I remember.
Actually, leaning, like, you know, supporting my head on the arm that's a Kickstarter backer portrait, isn't it?
You've seen a bunch of them already, haven't you noticed?
Yeah, but I don't know, now they just look very conspicuous because they're so out of style. That's the thing that I always found very hit and miss about Kickstarter backer rewards. Like, yeah, it's really cool to have your face in the game.
There's a whole bunch of portraits in those too.
Yeah.
There's even one, and this is my personal favorite, and I don't know whose it is or whatever, so if you're hoping for an answer on that end, I'm not gonna give you one. But there's a portrait of somebody who asked to have her and her mom on an ogre together as the heads.
Was there also someone who had a dog?
Yes. I think there's even a multiple dogs. There's some really cute shit in there.
To be honest, like, yeah, I just want a portrait of my dog dressed in nobleman's clothes. Yeah, it kind of fits with Divinity.
Yeah.
At least the earlier Divinities, before the writers went all grimdark on us.
Yes, you still think they should have gone more Pratchett with it, but now it's like not one writer anymore. Now we have to agree between 6 people and Sven. Or something like that. I forgot the exact number. I don't count every day who the fuck is in the teams. Oh. Pay attention, lady.
It's just putting you in a rhythm there, and it's like, haha, spikes.
Yeah. That was mean.
And that's good level design.
Yeah, and it's not too harmful where you feel like you've been completely cheated.
This is not blasphemous where spikes insta-kill you.
Oh god, that would be awful. If you put traps in like that, don't do insta-kills. Is this the exit to somewhere?
Or, if you do, and you do make them insta-kills, make them really well telegraphed.
And this
Wasn't
was
this where you fight twin dragon balls? Because I remember seeing this.
Yeah, and it's actually a very cool scrolling level, but it does not map at all properly.
No?
But look what it's doing.
Yeah, that's because you're dodging all the time.
No, look at the top right.
Okay, that's something weird, yeah.
And if I go enough to there, it will probably switch me over. Just...
Switch you over? Okay, yeah.
He's finally understood what the fuck I mean. Let's go backwards! Okay, I don't think this is where I want to be.
Maybe a run button isn't such a bad idea now, is it?
Yeah.
Especially when you get like the speed booster in Metroid after that and can go real fucking fast.
I really don't know where to go.
And those empty hallways in the other tower. What about that?
Which empty hallways?
Well, you have the other tower, and you have a couple of gaps there.
That's where Gieben is, or whatever his name is.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
That's where we've been earlier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of lost track of where the hell we were on the map there. Nope. Okay, I will say as well, though, the trap doesn't insta-kill you, but it's also not trivial damage that it deals to you, so that's actually pretty good. Because that's definitely something that I've encountered with a lot of games of these kinds, where it's like, oh yeah, but you know, traps don't really hurt you all that much.
There's no trivial damage in here unless you've gotten far enough. Like
I know
the start is pretty painful.
Most of the enemies seem to deal pretty trivial damage.
Yeah, but that's because I'm at the point where I'm supposed to defeat the between quotation marks the final boss.
I suppose.
That isn't an actual final boss, because of course it is.
Because that was also a thing that I remember from Symphony of the Night, that spike traps and such, you generally don't care about those, they don't deal that much damage.
We can go this way, huh?
Sure.
I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. just a dick around until something clicks part of the game, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just teleport to another spot with some open bits.
This is also where people usually go down to collect all the power-ups I've missed.
Yeah, but I can't even reach all of them, I think. To my knowledge.
Funny, this beardy guy, for some reason, he makes me think a bit of the self-portrait of Van Gogh.
Maybe that was the request. Make me look like I'm Van Gogh or something. Oh, okay. Okay, so instead of Keeban, let's go down. Or Galban, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I thought there was an N in there, but I'm not sure.
Oh, whatever, I don't care enough about you guys.
That's the save room.
It's always a good idea to save, you never know what the heck I'm picking up.
All the gold, though.
I don't have
A millionaire ski.
So a warlord's key and a millionaire's key is what I'm missing.
I'm starting to think, is there an item shop in this game?
Yeah, but I don't think that's necessarily gonna give it to me, because from what I remember, all the keys I've had were...
Yes, except maybe the millionaire's one. That one might legit be like, oh yeah, this costs $1 million to buy. Because ho. Isn't it funny when we're literal? And again, kind of a trope in the genre.
Have I mentioned yet? I don't like Titania.
Oh, that monster is called Titania?
Yeah.
No, you haven't mentioned that yet.
Actually, I don't like all flying monsters in this game.
Flying monsters in general are kind of pain. Why didn't you open that chest here?
Because it's always just junk pickups and they return anyway after a while.
Oh, okay.
Well, junk, it's for crafting, and I'm not crafting at the moment because I'm lost.
I thought chests were like permanently unlocked.
Nope. Do you think I didn't pick up this many chests? Oh, I should go downstairs and then left. 2 times downstairs. Hello. I do find it funny that you can stand on those. Because they're just rolling around. Don't stand in front of them, that's a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I always... Well, always, maybe not, but I do generally like enemies that can also be used as a mode of transportation.
Thought I could reach him. Not fair! Just not fair!
Okay, can you do a wall jump or anything like that?
Not to my knowledge. Unless... short, manipulative... Bunnymorphous.
Okay, now I'm curious what that Bunnymorphous does.
Okay, fine. I'll try the Bunnymorphous. Which one is it again? No.
Okay. Here's the thing. Part of me was like, oh, it's gonna be a bunny suit, right? But then it's like, come on, nah, they wouldn't do that, come on.
Okay, I have a feeling I do have to be here, but I need to enter from the other way. Oh, whoa, not that button. I pressed the wrong button. How do I get there? The fastest. Probably from here. And go that way.
Yeah, I guess.
Based on where I've been already. And maybe then I can... This game, man! I don't know!
Just this genre, really.
Yeah.
And it can be done really well, but it can also be done terribly bad.
Let's just leave.
But yeah, you also of course have the problem of like, you've been everywhere already and you don't remember anything because it's been years since you've played this.
Well, years is maybe much, but yes.
Definitely a year.
Yes! It's been a long time!
You played it when it came out quite a bit, and after that you kind of didn't.
Yep. And this is still the same save! Surprise! I'm lost! You know what would be a nice resolution to this video? If I actually found it.
That would be nice. That would be some planting and payoff. It would be a story arc.
But I don't know if I can deliver that. There is so much stuff here.
Don't you know, honey? Real life doesn't have story arcs. So, giant dog head on a leash we've had, and now we have a giant demon cat. Okay, sure.
In a portal.
Sure. Sure, Mr. Igarashi. Just do whatever you like. This looks like something you can activate.
No. No.
Does it do anything else than just turn you into a bunny girl?
No. What are my controls again? Directional short is right trigger, right? Let's put this on something else, I guess. Yeah. What am I supposed to do? I feel stupid.
Can't you just fire and see what happens?
No, because I'm supposed to use these things for that.
Yeah, no, but like...
But I don't know what I'm aiming for! Is the problem.
Oh, okay, that light beam isn't just a trajectory, that's the actual fire that you're doing.
Yes.
Okay. No, I thought it was like just an aiming thing and then you... Yeah.
Oh, okay, it doesn't reach much further.
Mm-hmm.
But how have I been up then?
Beats me.
Good point!
Unless if you jump down, because there was another bridge connection, it seems.
Because like this is one of the places where I've normally used it.
Well, yeah, that one also has reflectors. Does that do anything?
But what is it for again?
Yeah.
Well, I've clearly been there somehow. Oh, maybe.
Ah!
I finally figured out how this move works again.
So you do have to activate something.
Yeah, but not sure how. Oh god, how does this work?
That's how, but...
Okay, so I have to keep the stick pressed to make it. Okay.
I will admit that's actually one of the more original powers I've seen in games like this.
Yeah. We haven't seen any of those mirrors anywhere else, right?
Don't think so, but haven't really been paying attention to that.
Because that's usually the hint that you can use it.
Then again, they are kind of conspicuous, so I do feel like if we'd seen them before, I would have been like, hey, what's that? Because I was about to ask it when we saw those here.
Oop, nope. I remember not liking those because they cursed you and shit, and curse is really painful as usual.
Yeah.
Rediscovering how your stuff works. Fun, ain't it? When you don't want to do it.
You being fancy.
I didn't want to do the fight. Ah! Yeah, sorry, they make funny noises.
What's with all them flying eyeballs?
They're the local Medusas? Or equivalent to it. Ah.
It does look like a special chest.
Got it! Don't know what to do, let's just collect random bullshit. Okay, now we're here.
Yeah. Isn't that a warhorse?
It's not the kind of warhorse we're probably looking for.
Probably. Probably. It's a problematic word in games like these.
Yeah, just have fun downstairs. Ah! Can it just be quiet in this place for a change? Cause I'm getting sick of this!
No.
This is just too much!
Well, we can start killing some of the things that stay around. Like that glowy sword thingy.
Yeah, like, have you noticed that it flies around? It's one of those annoying flying monsters!
Yes, but I've also seen you just being really weird and trying to tackle it.
You have no idea, sir. Just saying, you have no idea.
I have played games with where you have to fight flying monsters before, thank you.
Yeah, and this one is particularly bad at it. Anyways, was this where I was going? Not really. Ding dong! Whee! Well, I've collected some extra stuff.
Yeah.
Apparently I've gotten smarter in collecting. I don't know.
My guess, that's usually how good with games like this as well.
Yeah.
So you could like, wait, why did I never think of that?
Because you've been playing it continuously for hours and you get kind of dull after a while.
I remember when I played Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker for the first time. And so you know that, using fire to light things up is kind of a staple of the series. Yeah. However, in The Wind Waker, for the most part of the game, that's not really being used all that much. If any, it's more like, oh yeah, we have cool fire propagation tech. Yeah. For the time, or maybe not even propagation, but they had some cool fire effects. But then suddenly, like, this one dungeon behind the midway point suddenly requires you to light a curtain on fire.
Oh, I remember this.
Light the curtain on fire so the sunlight from behind it can fly in. And that just had me completely stumped. And it's like, what the hell am I supposed to do here? And it's like, yeah, if I had been a series veteran, I know, oh yeah. Use fire arrows to burn obstacles.
Oh. Well, Remember that place we were with the clock door?
Hmm. I didn't pay attention to enemy names, so...
No. Remember that place where we were with the locked door?
Oh.
That I was trying to reach the other side of?
Hmm.
That's above here.
Ah. Okay.
I have no way to reach that. Not even reflective. Like, if it's
Yeah.
reachable, I have no idea how. No. It also requires some weird business with the fingers, so...
Monster Hunter Claw.
Yeah.
What's it? Ah, okay, never
What?
mind. I thought it was a glowy purple thing on the roof, but it's just a fucking candles.
Candles. Wouldn't you like to know what came from this bath?
A lady?
Oh, how did you guess?
A boss lady or just a lady?
Make a guess.
I'm gonna say boss lady.
Yes, you're right. What made you guess?
Something predictable trope, something, this genre just keeps borrowing from itself. Though, to be fair, I don't remember the last time I fought a boss lady that came out of a bath in a Castlevania game. I fought a couple of boss ladies, but they were never in baths as far as I remember. Now I wonder, could you use that reflective thingy underwater?
Oh yeah, probably, now that you mention it.
Did that thing just get used as a stage for an electric guitar player?
Yes, and yes, he is playing electric guitar, and yes, you can hear it. It's not a particular...
It's super on brand. I don't know why that amazes me so much. Also, big ass dragon. It's not even a special boss or anything. It's just there.
It's a mini boss.
Oh.
I don't want to fight it again. No, of that I'm sure.
Okay.
Excuse me, not interested in a fight.
Oh, this looks like a fun room. Especially a fun room to get stoned in.
They're not a yellow variant.
Oh. Weak sauce, Iga. I would have put petrifying heads here just to be like, fuck you, kid. Enjoy.
Well, maybe Yiga isn't nicer person than me. Than you. I don't know who Celeste is, to be honest. That's a nice kitty.
Celeste's room. I don't know who that is.
Oh, that's cute.
Does it play music or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a Fabergé egg.
Yeah, I know. You quite like him.
To
To the point that we had our wedding rings in one.
Well, the listeners might not know. Maybe the listeners aren't particularly aware of world culture.
No, but
I think Fabergé eggs are very Russian, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's like the most prominent presence of them I've ever seen when I was in Russia the one time. You are a tourist, right? You probably want one of these. Okay.
It's an egg. A fancy egg. It's not the kind of egg that Danny DeVito gives you.
No.
That's just a plain egg. Still nice, but...
Okay, so we're gonna go back to that spot where the door is locked and see if we can do anything with the reflector. You know, the summons are as useless in here as they were in Symphony of the Night. It's just funny to see that sword just following me around and being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna attack once.
Though if I remember correctly, in Symphony of the Night there was one summon, and in one area... Well, because it's like a summon that, like, lights torches and such that function as switches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in one area it opens the door, I know.
Well, not only that, there's one area where indeed it opens a door that's important, and it's one of those, how the fuck was I supposed to know that?
Yeah.
Right? But I believe that in the Japanese version of the game, on the Sega Saturn, which never made it to Europe and America, it's like, oh yeah, there's also this area where it will do that, and it actually makes like shit harder for you, because like it turns on switches that have extra traps activated and such. Which, oh, that's cool. That's cool. Doesn't reach far enough?
Nope.
Blah. I'm afraid you're not gonna be able to do your story arc thingy. Because we've been at it for
Well,
an
then
hour.
the only option I have left, honey, is in the water. With reflect, of course.
Are you gonna go all the way back to the water?
Well, I can teleport almost there, right?
I think so.
If I can remember where on the map it is. Because I've not been paying that much attention.
Yeah,
What did you expect from
I
me?
definitely can't remember, honey, so...
My brain is already split in half trying to hold a conversation and play a game. I also need to remember where I am in game.
Yep. A lot harder than you'd think, dear listener. Just,
was it to the right or to the left? Let's try left first.
fuck if I know. Don't dismiss people who can naturally talk while gaming. That's quite a skill.
It's a skill in and of itself.
Well, naturally talk while gaming semi-decently, at least.
I think almost all of us can game badly.
Yeah. But then you need to play a game where it doesn't really matter.
Not this one. I guess. Yeah, okay, that's the one. Excuse me. Okay. First we want to stop this thing. And then we want to see if we can use the reflective ray.
Full on can't. Sorry, sweetie. I'm afraid that we're gonna have to call it a day here.
Yes.
And that it will be Google it.
Yes. See you
Or-
next time,
Or
listeners.
just start a new game.
Yeah.
See you next time, dear listener.